Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today the mini stocks finally came out, the mini stock car that is on dirt and asphalt. We're gonna try it here on dirt first. I will also try it on asphalt. I had to make it look like a Gordon scheme just to start with. I haven't made the car at all, but I'll end up making a paint scheme for this and everything. But haven't ran any laps yet. All I did was check the iRacing setups. It looks like there's a baseline, a long dirt, and a short dirt. So don't know exactly what would be better for what. I went to Fairyberry because I figured they might be a slow car. So we'll go on baseline just to see how it drives first, because I'm not 100% sure at all. But we'll see how this is. First initial reaction in the car, like, I feel like I can't see a thing with the front nose. Like, just, oh geez, these things are weird to shift to. This is gonna be interesting, but we'll see what we can do. We'll see if it wants to spin out or not. Seems like third gear is way too slow at this track, at least for the baseline. I wonder if the short dirt will be better for places like Fairbury and everything. How many gears does it even have? Has 5 gears. Okay, very interesting to know. You'll probably be using them at like places like Port Royal. If these things ever were to go to Port Royal, that'd be ridiculous. That'd be one thing that'd be really dumb in my opinion, but who knows. But it doesn't seem too bad so far. It wants to spin out a little bit on entry if you're like just full pin, and a little bit in the slick, because this track's like 35% maybe, something like that. See if we can try to make the bottom work here, so it feels like there's some grip down here. I think they did some slight work to dirt, but I don't 100% know what off the top of my head from the update. I'm just more excited about these cars and everything. Ran like 3/10 faster there, running the straight bottom, and I'm not just like maxed out in the gear the entire time, running the top. See what that lap is. That felt like a pretty solid lap. That was a 14.4. Okay, so we were much quicker there on the bottom. I'm gonna switch it to the short track set and see what we can get out of it, because I would imagine short dirt would be better for places like this in Kokomo, Chili Bowl, Millbridge if they run there. These cars are pretty small, so I feel like they can go to Millbridge. Definitely have to get up to third gear at least here now, instead of second. Still feels a little slow. I feel like the gearing could be better, because it felt like definitely need to shift on the straights if I'm going to use this one. But if I want to run the top, try bottom next lap, see what it's got. Might be better for the second gear on the bottom. That was a 14.5 running top and shifting. I think I could just stay second down here. Just gonna be like bottom dominant, it feels like, in these kind of cars. Maybe not. Oh, that wanted to spin out. Went in a little too deep into the corner. Try to see if we can get a run in for this lap up top. I wonder if shifting into third makes it a little easier for entry of the corners too, because you're gonna downshift and stuff. Definitely can get stuck in neutral, it looks like, which is interesting. Use a little bit of the clutch kick, trying to get it to shift up and down. Missed it on that one. Had to get it back into gear. What was that last lap? Last lap 14.5. So honestly, that baseline just second gear felt pretty decent. But these would be interesting to try in a race, honestly. I'd be interested in trying that later in the weekend, like a hosted or whatever. But I might do an AI race on oval of these if it's possible. It might be, it might not be. I'm not 100% sure. Because I definitely want to try them on asphalt too, like in an actual race. 14.2, just second gear, the short dirt. Okay. So definitely just had to maybe let the tires heat up some. I have no clue. But these things seem to drive all right. They're very slow, but it's like the street stock in a way. It feels like the back end wants to come around easier, because I think these are a front wheel drive car if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong though. But I want to watch a few of those laps as it goes around and see how it like looked on track at least. Because we ran a couple of quick laps there towards the end. We'll watch the 14.2 here. They're so tiny though, they look hilarious. The cars are just so small. I want to go back and see where we were running top as well, because we ran top of the first couple laps of this run and did pretty well with it. But if it is front wheel drive, makes sense. Like the back end's just heavy spinning and stuff. You don't have like any like real power in the rear. So it's just all on the front and how much you turn it in and everything. But it's not too difficult to drive for the most part. Just a little bit of throttle control and it's not that bad. I want to see where we were running the top though for the first like a lap or two, and I was like switching gears straight away. It was pretty funny. Made it interesting. I ran a 14.4, I think, up there, 14.5. So it wasn't that bad, honestly. You could honestly make some good, like, double lane, like multi-lane racing if you can make it work up there. You just keep your foot in it more. A little bit of throttle control because you don't want the back end to come around. But we were making that top work and it was a lot of fun. But I'm going to go throw these things on a small asphalt. I think like Stafford, something like that. South Boston, maybe. I think South Boston would be a good one because it's a little smaller. So I'm going to go try these out on the asphalt and we'll see how they drive over there. If you're going to test these out, make sure you actually click the mini stock or dirt's mini stock. I didn't know there was a difference. I thought you just clicked one of the cars, and if you went on an asphalt track, it put the right car in. If not, it went to the other one. So there's actually a difference. I had to go like do the little paint scheme of it also. But okay, these actually have setups for the tracks, which is interesting. They did not put much thought into the dirt side of it, but South Boston is where we're at. We'll go to that. It looks like there's actually a decent amount of tracks that have setups for them, which is quite interesting. So doing a league of these would be pretty easy. You have setups for a lot of tracks, but we'll see what we can get up to and how these cars feel on this track. I don't think it's like super hot or anything. I just did like default weather and all that. Seems like third gear will work just fine. I imagine the fifth gear would be, I saw Charlotte with an option, so the regular oval Charlotte will definitely be like all the way up in fifth gear and all that drafting, which would be crazy. Trying to not overdrive these corners because we just ran this in the Mazda for like the endurance race thing with Nebom, which was a lot of fun. So I ran on the track recently, but trying to see how these things handle. It is loose on entry, I'll tell you that. You overdrive it and you're trying to turn in, it does not want to turn down. It will, the back end will slide all around. Probably has to do with some the fuel in it as well. It has 10 gallons. You can go 187 laps, which is crazy. But trying to not like absolutely cook the rear tires at the same time, just getting down. But these things are very touchy. Like it wants to sway back and forth down the straightaway. It feels very front heavy and very back light. That's what it just feels like to me. So these things will definitely be interesting. And with these being a rookie and a D-class series, I feel like the shifting could be tough for some rookies and stuff, maybe. Just because it is a little annoying getting them in the gear. You're gonna have to like really hold the clutch in to shift it, or just have the auto blipping, something like that on. But it is faster doing it without it. But you can definitely mess up without it. It's easy, so gotta be careful with that. But I definitely want to try and do an AI race if they're available. I don't know. I know some cars are available with AI racing and all of dirt's not and stuff, so can't really do that. But might get in a hosted or so later in the week with some dirt mini stocks and see how they are. So we will see. But these things seem like they're a lot of fun. You can have some really fun racing, I think. People are going to be messing up all over the place, sliding around until people get used to them, for sure. But these things are definitely different than the regular street stocks. I felt like dirt side, it was more like the regular street stock on dirt, but the asphalt side, it just feels so different because these things feel so front heavy, and I believe it's front wheel drive, so it just, the back end just is sliding with all the fuel in it as well. So these things are absolutely crazy. You can't see a whole lot out of the front, kind of like the new street stocks in a way, because the big hood over the engine and all that, but should be a lot of fun. I honestly don't know if these have the new damage model. I imagine they do. I'm gonna wreck this thing and find out here. See if it has the damage model. Overcorrect. Didn't really damage it that much, honestly, because I don't think any part of my car got that damage. I really want to see if it does. We have pits that need repairs. Trying to like rip off a tire or something. I don't know if these things have like the full damage model or not with them just being released and everything. I'm not sure. I thought every car had them. Okay, it has a good rear end damage for sure. We'll see what the front end looks like. Yeah, the front end's pretty bent up. It looks like the front end might pop off if you keep hitting it. I tried to hit that left front tire. Oh yeah, that thing is broken, I think. I think that left front was broken if I kept trying to drive it. I didn't even try to drive it after that. But it is bouncing all over the place. So yeah, it definitely has a new damage model. Probably just didn't wreck it hard enough or something, not going fast enough. But yeah, overall, the car looks pretty damaged up. So that's pretty good. But they are pretty tough to drive. I believe it's front wheel drive and the back end is just sliding all around. I want to go back and see some of these laps because I know I'm just sliding all around and everything at this place because it was a handful, honestly, driving. It was a lot of fun though. Definitely sliding all around. What were the tire? Well, my tires are gonna be jaded from the wrecking and stuff. Right rear was 90%. Front right was 89, especially in the oval like that. Usually the right rear and the right front being them about even is pretty good. But that back end felt like it was sliding around a lot. It reminded me of running ARCA like really hard, where you would go in the corner, you'd get a little sideways, have to counter steer a little bit and just throttle control it. But these things aren't super fast. What do we get up to? Like about 90? Yeah, 90 something going into the corner, which is pretty decent. And you still have 2 gears to go for like somewhere like Charlotte and all that. But you can get pretty quick, I would imagine, especially drafting. So yeah, so far these things are a lot of fun. I definitely want to go try an AI race of these things, but that'll be another video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of the mini stocks down in the comments. Let me know what your guys' thoughts and everything are. What have you done with them, or if you like them, you hate them, everything. I just like to hear you guys' opinions. So appreciate you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the like little video and the mini stocks overall, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.